All
Right.
right, and we are live. Welcome to another episode of Dan-A-Plooza. My guest at this time is return guest Coco Lafousfous. Coco, thanks for coming back on the show. For those watching and future watching, Coco is an aerial artist. She is also a burlesque performer. She is a dancer, a choreographer. Um, Pretty much, if you want to say like a jack of all trades or like a Renaissance lady that holds many hats.
I like Renaissance Lady. I'll take Renaissance Lady.
We'll go with that.
I like. Yeah, sounds. It's a lot of syllables, and that's always
Yeah.
what we want
So, um, if people have watched before, you've been on the show. You were on March of Dan-A-Plooza, and for those watching, um, in next month on August, actually, it is August 18th. You're going to be part of the burlesque panel with La Petite Mastique. We'll have Coco Lafousfous and Eden Ivy. So that'll be a special 45 minutes to 1 hour panel. So everyone stay tuned for that.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I don't have my pasties, but we can go woo.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have mine either. They're in the dry cleaner.
Hey, that means they're quality. That means they're quality.
That's the quality. Someone said I should get Dan-A-Plooza ones. And
If you got them, I would absolutely.
Yeah, my Etsy store for people who want to purchase. So now that because we talked last time, is there any new projects in the works for you or anything new you're working on?
Oh, we are juggling a lot of different balls this week. So I just finished my kids camp. So even though I'm a burlesque performer, I also teach aerial arts to young students, young kids, and we just finished about. I think this week I did about 25 hours of aerial teaching.
Oh my goodness.
We're hanging in there. We're good. But then this weekend I'm in Los Angeles and I'm teaching a spin workshop, which involves the intricacies of how aerialists spin very, very fast and the little secrets so that those of people who want to learn and get better at it. I'm going to give you all the tricks of the trade at Aeriform Arts in Hollywood. I'm also teaching a workshop on Sunday on hammock with choreography and learning how to connect moves and bringing some brand new shapes that I've been working on to teach the folks of Los Angeles that want to get better at aerial.
Yep.
And then coming Thursday, I will be performing with the Broads in the Barrel up in North Hollywood. And I'm really looking forward to that one because it's just a fun, rowdy, and very creative group that features a lot of the classic burlesque striptease style. And just, it's a lot of fun. So if you're in the North Hollywood area, I encourage you to come out on Thursday next week and check us out.
Classy ladies for a classy time.
Exactly. I mean, we just got to keep it a little elevated, got to keep it fun. I'm bringing a brand new act there, and I'm not to give away too much, but I'm very excited to show a different side of my work. I've been very serious in a lot of performances, and this one's going to be lighthearted and fun.
There you go. There you go. That sells tickets right then and there.
Oh my goodness! And I forgot. I'm also a part of the Limelight Burlesque competition, which is officially live now. So if you go to my link tree, you can get tickets for it and stream at your own convenience. The video will be, or the competition is going to be live for the next 10 days. So in the next 10 days, if you have a free time and you want to enjoy a fun burlesque show, again, I'm doing a brand new act going really wild, literally going to be in the woods, dancing in the river. So I encourage you guys to check it out from my link tree.
She'll literally be going down river.
It was a lot of fun to film because I'm like walking up the river and I'm like dancing, don't trip on the sticks. Dancing, I'm rocking my shoe. Smile, it's fun.
It's
it was a lot of fun. But Yeah, it was great. So I'm very excited for people to get a chance to see it. And if you like me, you can always vote for me for the competition as well.
Okay. Is there a website where people can find this, or?
Yep. So if you go to linktr.ee/Coco Lafousfous, you can get tickets for both the Limelight Burlesque as well as some of my workshops. And I believe there's also some information about the Broads in the Barrel performance in North Hollywood this week.
Okay. I'm just adding that.
Oh, thank you. If nothing else, if you find me on Instagram or Facebook, you can also usually find my link tree that way. The classic link in bio never goes out of style.
It's styling and profiling.
Exactly.
All right. And for those, check that out on LinkedIn, the Limelight Burlesque and Broads in a Barrel. Check it out this week.
Yeah. Come support some small time local art. We love it.
Exactly.
Instagram doesn't want you to see.
Yeah, but Instagram slams the door and yeah.
Yeah, the slamming of the door of Instagram. It's a little too real for a lot of us smaller artists.
It is. I can't begin to tell you how many times I've watched streams and like I'd be like, hey, this is really cool. And then it's like, down, you know, this can no longer be shown and everything. And I was like, what the?
Who were they hurting?
I would be like, lame, like in the
a lot of the like smaller streams, it's like maybe there's a copyright infringement with using some
music.
Music. But it also, I don't know, in my own personal way, it really bothers me where a lot of us artists who are using other folks' music or other people's copyrighted music, it's not like we're making a lot of money here. It's not like we're really, if I could give you a piece, I would. And we usually buy the songs and we try to support the artists as we can. But
it's
the great algorithm in the sky is like, no music for you.
It's not like Coco goes home and she has all these golden coins and she has to weigh them, you know.
I just turned into Mario and I'm just like, my gold coins. And I'm not
like Mario. Yeah.
Exactly.
So yeah, lighten up Instagram.
For real. The great algorithm in the sky could calm down.
So is there anybody that is kind of influential to you to be a performer to this day?
There's a lot of, I take a lot of it from influence from people that I've worked with and have been really close with. Of course, there's, big names that inspire me, but some of the more people that I'm more intimate with would be like Fanny St. Clair is a wonderful inspiration in terms of her movement style, in terms of even just being a small business woman. I kind of looked at her and go, I want to be more like that and really want to work on my craft in that way. And interestingly enough, another really good inspiration would be, I'm trying to think, Tito Bonito is his official name. I see him, unfortunately, more on Instagram than in person these days, but he goes by the Cuban Missile Crisis online. But I think he would define himself as a boylesque performer. So even though he style of burlesque, he does a more masculine version of it, and it's just such a fun take. And that's one thing I'm always trying to kind of improve on with my audience. It feels like performing in a very serious way, the more you do it, it kind of becomes old hat. And so I want to try to bring, especially these days where life is just really hard, sometimes a smile or a giggle or just like having things be a little less serious, at least for me and my performance styles, tend to be where I lean towards. It's just to have things make my audience feel a little happier. These are dark days and we can bring a little sunshine into the room, whether it's through burlesque or through aerial or
definitely
the other performance arts that I do. My main goal is just to keep people happy and light, and things are hard enough already. We don't need another dark act.
I was just thinking that when you said serious, and this would just be like kind of a goof and everything, if you were like from like taking like Liam Neeson. So what I have is a set of skills.
And the goal is to just make my audience smile and just make them go like, like that's, I feel like that breath of fresh air is just what a lot of us are really craving these days. Like I don't mind darker acts, and I've performed them in my past, but it just seems like sometimes you just need a rainbow and some sunshine.
Exactly. And I feel like you could be like climbing and stuff like that. If you don't let the rope go, this is what's gonna happen.
oh, most definitely. As a teacher for aerial, I'm, as much as I love to encourage people to embrace the performance side of it, I really do emphasize safety first of all. So anytime I'm teaching, so if you let go, you will fall on your face. I'm not going to try to scare you, but these are the facts. Hold on tight or ask for help and I'll bring you down.
Yes. That's right, kids. Gravity hurts.
Sometimes it can be our friends, but very rarely. Ask everybody who's going to sit up. Gravity is not our friend.
Yeah. I feel like it just doesn't bother with me. It's like, Well,
you know what? Gravity's turned up a little too high today. That's why I can't do this push-up. It's just not happening. Turn the gravity down.
It's like you get a pass, Dan. Whatever.
I mean, everybody, at least these days, it seems like we're all just out trying our best, no matter what the case may be. So if we're just being kind to one another and just trying our best, I don't know what else you could ask for in this universe.
Exactly. But I've seen your stuff on the YouTube and in some virtual stuff, and it's it's very it's a dynamite performance. Like I feel like you're a standout star. So
gonna blush over here. Thank you so much. There's a lot of work that goes behind it, and there's also a lot of pizza that goes behind it. So I spend a lot of love to all the folks that both support me in the digital realm, the people that help me. I know my husband is a really helpful person. He does a lot of the filming for me. So if you've ever seen a drone shot of me, shout out to my husband who does the filming for it, because we're still learning how to do self-photography with the drone, the fun new toy.
I don't know if I've seen any of your drone footage, but I've seen people fail at drones, so I'm pretty sure what you're shooting, I've seen it just go like and smacking right back down. I
can't remember what the name of the drone I have, but we got it recently, and we bought it specifically because it was like, this one doesn't crash, and so far I have not been able to crash it, which gives me a lot of hope for future endeavors.
It does. It has a job. It's stable financially because it hasn't crashed.
And as long as I can keep it from crashing, my limelight performance for the competition, we did film it over the river with the drone, and so there was a lot of this worry of like, don't crash into the tree and fall into the river. That money that I just spent on the drone.
It's not like, please stand by, anything difficult.
No, yeah, and we all had to do it. We had to do it in one take because it was like, once my hair got wet, we didn't have the time or the budget to dry it. So it was like, we planned it. We did a little bit of practicing, but what you see in the competition is all the first and only take. Just like, let's go and try it. Let's have fun.
Oh yeah. Hold on one moment.
I'm good.
Ready?
A little sip of water, because 20 odd hours of teaching aerial and talking to all the students. Kitten!
You gonna be a good girl now? Yeah. Okay. Go play.
Yeah, I'm definitely missing my kittens while I'm in Los Angeles. I usually think 3 cats is too many, and now that I'm away from them, I'm like, I want my cats back.
Like I put her in the cage at first because she was making noise, and now she looks at the scratch post and looking at me like, "This is you."
Let me out, or I will scratch you.
Yeah, I'll just walk by later, and she'll be like scratching the post anytime, Mister.
Oh, I love it.
So
that's cats though. They're you gotta give them their own space to be destructive. Otherwise, they will take your space and destroy it.
yeah, there's an abandoned cat right now outside, and it's a black cat. It's been hanging out by the dumpster and coming, and like it'll be like, and when I came home the other day, like my cat was like this, like looking out the window, and like the other cat was like this, and I'm like, because like anytime you get an animal where I live, it's like a $200 fee, so I can't like take stuff in, so I'm like, no, we don't look at that cat, I'm like,
cat's not our friend.
I go, that's a dumpster dirty cat. We've been talking to that.
You're an indoor cat.
Yeah. I'm like, there's this wall here.
Exactly.
You must not cross it. You will break up the kitty time continuum if you cross it.
Oh man, we were fortunate enough that when we first moved to Los Angeles, I was able to adopt this little gray cat from a shelter that was very clearly a street cat, in the sense that when we brought him home, his first goal was to get into every pizza box, get into all of our trash, pee everywhere, and for better or for worse, he has his 2 ears, but one of them has been cut to kind of, and since he was a stray, they wanted to show that he was fixed, and so he just has like one ear cut. He also has a disease where his like teeth kind of fall out of his mouth a lot, so he'll sit here with one ear cut and just one lip. But he is also the sweetest cat in the world. Like, he will fall asleep on your lap before you know he's there.
Yeah, he's got his gangster cat face,
Exactly. We call him Freddie Meowcurie because we love puns.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's hilarious. I just have little Tilly. So short for Matilda. So
I love that. Is it after the book or just like the name?
No, it was she was surrendered twice before I got her. The first place where she was a little baby, that they were hoarders, so they had too many cats, and
yeah.
And then the second person that got her, she was just too old to take care of.
Yeah, that makes sense. That happens too. But I'm glad Tilly Matilda has found a good home with you.
She does. She loves her ice cream. Dairy Queen, #1. Like sometimes she'll look at me and she'll be like, meow, and I'll be like, it's 2 a.m. She'll be like, meow. I'm like, Dairy Queen is closed. She'll be like, meow. I'm like, I'm not getting in the car and raiding Dairy Queen so you can eat.
It's closed. It's winter. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. I'll just have like a Dairy Queen cup and snow here. It's like the same thing.
My girl cat is very much a dairy cat. So if you have ice cream, or if you're even just like eating a bowl of cereal, she'll be like, "What's going on? Remember that you love me." So my cereal is my food.
Tilly will climb on my shoulder, and if I have an ice cream bar here, she'll take her paw and go, and like she'll like scoop a bit and then scoop it in her mouth and then like look and then like just eat it, and she'll be like,
Oh, that's too cute.
So she does that, or because sometimes I've had the Ben and Jerry's and doing that, she will just stick her like paw. She'll just be like, and she'll just like start eating it, and she'll be like, mine now, like like because she already stuck her paw in there,
Well, I guess it's ours.
She'll be like, I guess this chocolate, brownie is mine now. I'm like, no, I'm just taking the hairs out.
Oh yeah, my girl cat does not hold back. She like, if you have a little bowl of anything, she's just like, I'll put my whole face in it. Is that okay? Oh, Get your face out of my food. It's mine. You can't have it.
And the newest thing she does now is she brings her toys. If she thinks something has happened to me, she brings her cat toys as a mode of rescue. Like, if she feels like I've slept too long, she'll bring her cat toy in the bed, or like if I'm cleaning the shower, putting water in the tub, she'll be like, and I'll be like, this does me no good if I if I am submerged.
I appreciate it, but no.
Yeah. Like it doesn't help. It doesn't save lives.
Yeah, our my girl cat especially, but every once in a while, since we live very deep in the woods and very deep in the country, occasionally we get a mouse that tries to find shelter in our house.
Right.
But unfortunately, there's 3 cats that are very bored and looking for anything to kill. So it's before a mouse even gets in the house, its time is like every once in a while. My girl cat especially, she won't give us anything, but like we'll just find a little liver somewhere or a little organ, and it's like, oh yeah. Thank you for eating the
mouse. Tilly is like Cobra Kai. She knows no mercy. There's no mercy in this kitty dojo. And so what will happen is if there's a stink bug or a spider, she'll go like this, and she'll go wham, 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 and yeah, it's like Street Fighter combo, like Hadouken, and it's like smashed on like the refrigerator, and I'm like, Tilly, it's dead, and she's like, it's not over until I say it's over. Then there's just like one leg like kicking, then I gotta like go like clean it.
It's the reason we love cats. It's like I can have a cat and then I won't have bugs. I'll have a cat, but I won't have mice. I won't have snakes. I'll just have a cat that'll take care of all the other problems.
So for giggles now sometimes, because we watch Cobra Kai together, so sometimes when she goes into battle, I play You're the Best Around.
Around. So good.
So I might get her a little Cobra Kai outfit. We might do that for Halloween.
I want pictures. I want to see it. I want to see that happen.
So I can be Daniel-san and she can be Tilly-san.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it.
And I'll be like, have a little gong.
Oh, that would be so cute. I demand pictures when it happens.
I will, definitely. So with moving on forward, do you ever see yourself performing in any of the other performing realms, like as an actress or?
I mean, I don't think I would say no to the opportunity, and it would be something I would stay open to. But as a performer, I kind of just reach and grab whatever I can get and whatever is available for me. But I personally, I really do love to create shows and create work for other people to do. So sometimes that's where I put on my little choreographer's hat and I'm like, you are an amazing performer. Let me make you look really, really good. And you do the work that I need to do, that I want to do, that I created in my head, but you do it and you look great. And then I'll sit back and watch. So I find a lot of joy in raising up some of the other performers around me and like just creating a community where I may not want to perform a piece of art, or like maybe my body just doesn't bend in a certain way to do it anymore.
Oh yeah.
But I can hire my friends and I can offer work for them and give them some choreography that they can use for their shows. So that tends to be where I fall in terms of a performer.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't say no to an acting gig or a show or anything like that, but it's not something that I reach for very much.
If there's a contract and money thrown, I'm gonna pick it up. And
I've got the time. I'm here. I'm ready for it.
If you know, but I do my own stunt work down the river, and I can put that on my resume.
Exactly. You need a ferry to frolic through a garden. I'm your girl.
So yeah, I think you would. This is just me, but I think you might be good at voice work.
I think it would be fun, but I don't know. So I don't take the best. I won't go into details, but I don't take the best care of my voice. You might
Okay.
be able to hear it a little. I start as soon as I have been talking for multiple hours. I tend to get the vocal fry, and I tend to
You're
relax
very
my voice.
lethargic.
It starts to get deeper. It starts to get a little of that like valley girl croak, and it's like. So I'm not not against the work. I would love to take it if I got it, but I just don't take care of my voice well enough to to like actually put the effort forth to be like, yeah, I'd be a good voice actor. I'm like, are they gravelly? Are they nasally? I can help you out. Do they have an accent that doesn't belong to anywhere? I can do that.
it kind of makes when you were just saying like about your voice, it made me wonder like if you've ever been teaching people and like your voice is very like lethargic or something, and you'll be like, all right, let's go up and do some spins right now.
Well, sometimes when I'm teaching, I get into I go back to my customer service days, and so I get into my very customer service voice, and everything just gets fun, everything's happy, and we're gonna be great. And then the second class is over, it's very tired, and it's very deep, and it's relaxed.
All right, whatever. Get up on there, twirl, do what you want.
Gotta figure it out.
You figure, you twirl. There's sparkles. I can go get ice cream.
Smile. I'm going home.
This is a self-work workshop. You do it on your own.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, I think you could do a character voice work, kind of like maybe like Teen Titans or something like that, or
yeah, that would be a lot of fun. The only thing I've heard about voice acting is that it is very competitive.
it is.
And I like competitive falls off me like water off a duck's back. Like I don't know why. I just don't care to be the best. Like I'd rather like work with the best and people that are competitive. That's fine with them. But for me, I've always been a little bit of a hippie where it's like we're a commune, we're gonna do it together, everything's great. So the idea of trying to be like competitive for work, I'm like, I'll just go do something else.
Yeah, you have the much better approach. Me, I just try to like sneak and get like under, and I'll be like, I'm just gonna shoop
my way into this job and make it work. If the approach works, don't knock it.
And they're like, how? I'm like, I don't know. Don't knock it. Don't question it. It happened.
Don't.
And then later I'm like, I planned that.
I'm so glad, and it's all come to fruition.
It's all in my schematics and scholars and books.
Exactly. Oh man.
Yeah. But yeah, so I feel like I want people to really take notice of you, and I feel like the sky's the limit for you. So, I want you to kind of grab that brass ring and then hold on to it and not give it back. Yeah.
Well, we'll try. And as long as we can still have the community, as long as, whether it's through podcasting, voice work, performance, whatever. I'm all about community first and foremost. Even when I'm like performing solo, like you're never really alone. I can wear many hats, but there's always someone else with another hat that I can borrow.
And if you're like Sonic, you can grab multiple rings, like from the hedgehog.
As long as I don't hit the spikes, because then I'll lose them all.
Yeah. And then Tails comes later, and you're like, "Where have you been?"
I need to float over this section. Come on.
Yes. Pick up the rings. Be useful.
Exactly. Calling back to my Sega Genesis days right now.
Exactly. I can't see the user's name because of StreamYard, but I think it's Jeffrey who's watching right now. Jeffrey is an amazing, talented performer, and he has helped with burlesque before. He has positive things he was saying about come on. Choreography, yes. And he is such a fan and so happy right now.
Oh, thank you, Jeffrey. So glad to hear it. It's always, we can get so caught up in this digital realm where we're putting things out. It's hard to like come back and reflect. So I appreciate all the support. Thank you.
I do too. So, is there anything else you would like to promote on Dan-A-Plooza before we wrap it up?
I know that there's something, but other than my online burlesque competition, which is my big one because everybody can watch it. It doesn't matter where you are, and it's an international one, so I'm going to be blended with a lot of amazing talents. And then if you're in the North Hollywood area next Thursday, come see me at Idle Hour with a lot of the other girls at the Broad Brigade. Should not have been a tongue twister.
Broad Brigade.
Oh, and how can I forget? I'm performing with my aerial partner at Angel City Brewery in downtown Los Angeles a week from tomorrow. So the 6th of August for the Avocado Festival. And it's a wonderful place. If you don't like aerial, come by and get a drink anyways, because the Angel City Brewery has some amazing craft brews. If you don't drink, come by and get some water and come watch the performance, because it's a free show if you come to the event. So I encourage all supporters in Los Angeles to come out and support.
Yep. So come out and support the great event and the talented Coco Lafousfous. I will be back on Sunday with new guest. On Sunday, I'm going to have Valkyrie Rose, model and cosplayer. And then I'm going to have actress Lenora Skeffel from the horror movie Scream. And then actor, producer Mark Byrne will be a return guest. And also, remember, on August 18th, on a Thursday, we're going to have Coco Lafousfous, La Petite Mystique, and Eden Ivy for a one-of-a-kind Dan-A-Plooza burlesque panel. So lots of good time. I'm glad people are sending hearts and excited. So I'd like to thank Coco for being a guest on my show. Keep supporting Dan-A-Plooza and have a good night, everybody.